Hey everybody, Greater Good Mining here. I've been running my Bitaxe Gamma 601 that I got from Crypto Miner Bros for a few months now, but I've been having a little bit of trouble. It keeps overheating. So I've been looking for solutions, and I've been talking to a member of my Discord, Avoidbit, and he's got a pretty sick solution that I want to show you guys today. He was kind enough to send me one, and I'm going to assemble it, and we're going to mount the Bitaxe in it. It's a really cool way to organize multiple Bitaxes. I know a lot of you guys that have Bitaxes, and I know there's a lot of people that have had trouble with overheating on these. So I'm hoping this solution is kind of like an all-in-one solution. It'll cool this thing off. It'll organize all your cables. It'll get it all in one spot so it looks nice and neat, and it'll look pretty cool and sitting on your desktop. So anyway, let's go ahead and open this box up. We'll see what's inside, and then we will assemble this thing and test it out. Pretty excited about this. Let's pop this open. We'll see what the whole kit looks like, and then we'll put it together and we'll get our Bitaxe running. So if you're looking to pick up a kit like this, they've got multiple different kits, but you can use discount code GreaterGood and you can get 5% off of your order. So it's very nicely packaged, very professional, very cool logo. I love this like futuristic skull logo. It's pretty sweet. Let's take a look what we got here. It's all wrapped up really nice. Got tons of great stickers. I'll stick these on the sticker board. I like this guy right here because he's got a shovel. He looks like he's ready to mine some crypto. Let's put him up here right next to my buddy Brandon Coin. Yeah. Avoidbit's in my Discord. He's been in there for a while. You guys might already know him. If you're in my Discord, you can join my Discord. I'll put his like affiliate links and everything like that in the affiliate link section too, and you know, I'm sure he doesn't mind if you guys have any questions for him. Hop into the Discord and ask some questions. So it does come with the instructions. Let's keep on going. Very nicely packaged. Okay, so here's looks like the rack that we'll be mounting the Bitaxe on. We'll go through real quick what's in the box, and then we'll put this thing together. Jetpack prototype. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to message him and see what that's all about. That's pretty cool. Intriguing. Multiple different types of racks, it looks like. What's in this box? Okay, cool. So this is how we can mount it to like the desk, probably. All right, lots of screws. Everything you need to put it together. There we go. I'm assuming that's what we mount the actual PCB board to. Let's see what's in this last box here. Okay, yep. If you want a bunch of Bitaxes all running very well organized with optimal cooling, this is the way to go. So I'm going to take everything out of the box and we'll organize it. We'll assemble this thing, and then we will put our Bitaxe into this rack. Okay, let's get this thing assembled. So I want to use the desktop mount edition. I like the way this looks on my shelf in the background. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the desktop mount edition. But there's a bunch of different ways you can do this. There's also a rack mount edition. So I'm going to go ahead and build it this way because I want to put this on my shelf in the background so you guys can see it in my future videos. So it's pretty cool. So when you do this with desktop mount style, you will need bags labeled A and C. So everything's really nicely organized. Like I said, you guys saw me unbox it. It's very well organized, very well packaged. So we won't need B. We're just going to use A and C for the desktop mount version. So it's like pretty easy and very straightforward. So I also want to point out, he thought of a lot of things that some people just don't. He put like felt on the bottom of the desktop mount, so it's nice and smooth, slide around and quiet. I'm going to just angle mine at like a 22-degree angle. To get to this point, really all you got to do is pop these in, and that's it. You can choose to mount them straight on if you want, and I like a slight angle. I think it looks cool with the slight angle. So I'm going to do just one cog wheel over You can see, and it adjusts like, I think it's 22.5 degrees per cog. So whatever way you guys want to do it, I just think the slight angle looks pretty cool. So we're gonna just pop these together. Bam, there you go. So just pop it together like that, whichever angle you want to go on, and then we will screw this together. One thing to note, just make sure that you're lining up the holes here on the back of the unit on all four corners, because you don't want those holes to be seen on the front. It's such a clean design. So the front, you will make sure that you mount the holes on the back so you don't see the holes in the front here. So I've already put in 3 out of 4 of the screws where you need to screw these in to secure the rack. So there's really nothing to it. I didn't want to like make a big deal out of putting a few screws in, but I did want to show you this is how you do it. He provides a hex wrench and the screws out of bag A with the washers, and you just mount the support sides to the aluminum rack mount here. So that's really all there is to this part of the assembly. Just make sure you put those holes facing towards the back, for aesthetic purposes. So we are done with that step. Next, we're going to have to disassemble the Bitaxe itself, and then we will mount it to the rack. So let's go ahead and take the Bitaxe apart. Sorry to interrupt your video, but a quick word from the sponsor of the video, Crypto Miner Bros. Crypto Miner Bros has the best brands and the latest miners available from everywhere you can imagine. Bitmain, Canaan, we've got AlphaPax, we've got Gold Shell, we've got Ice River, we've got also Bitaxe. We have the Bitaxe Gamma 601 in this video, and they are the ones that provided me the Bitaxe Gamma 601, so I really appreciate it. Thank you, Crypto Miner Bros. So check out the Bitaxe Gamma 601. You can also get a upgraded version with a Noctua fan. Pretty sweet. So don't forget, for a lot of the big boy miners here, you can use discount code GREATER for $70 off. Thank you again to Crypto Miner Bros for sponsoring this video. Okay, let's disassemble the Bitaxe. It's really easy. It's just 4 screws, and they're in the corners, as you can see right here. So we'll go ahead and disassemble this Bitaxe. One thing I wanted to point out is the Bitaxe design, the 3D printed design, is pretty cool. It's got like the mesh in the back and on the sides, but as you can see, the avoid bit rack, it's wide open and very minimal plastic surrounding it. Now, the other really cool bonus I'm going to show you is this jetpack prototype that I said, early in the video, I wanted to confirm with avoid bit the purpose of the jetpack prototype is, and it is so you can mount a additional fan on the back of this. So I'll show you guys how to do that, and they can lower the temperatures on your Bitaxe by up to 10 degrees Celsius. So that is pretty sweet. That is going to be, they've already ordered everything they need. They're already going to be having the parts delivered to make this 100% available on their website. So check back on their website very soon, and you'll be able to order the jetpack, the fan, and a splitter. So all you have to do is plug it into your Bitaxe, and it will run an extra fan on the back of your rack for your Bitaxe, cooling the temperatures by 10 degrees Celsius. So that's pretty sweet. Okay, we've got our Bitaxe PCB, the main components out of the 3D printed shroud, and we're going to be popping it into the Avoid Bits 3D printed rack mount section here. So all we got to do is pop it right on there, and we're going to be using the screws from bag C, and all it takes is 4. So we're just going to be screwing those in, and then we will mount this to the rack. Okay, we've got the Bitaxe Gamma 601 mounted to the 3D printed rack mount connector. So I'm going to just pop it on there. It's super easy. Once you get to this point, all you have to do is slide it down over the top and it snaps in place. So you can see on the back how it grabs onto the aluminum rail here. Now, if you want it to be as secure as it possibly could, you can use the screws that are provided with the kit. I'm just gonna go ahead and pop one of the screws in the back here, and it's in the bag C, the screw and the washer. So we'll go ahead and just put that on there as a little extra peace of mind, just in case you got, you know, kids running around or pets, you know, if they're in the area where this is. I'd kind of rather have it be secured and know that it's not going to pop out of there, because these are expensive. You know, 110 bucks, 130 bucks. I don't want to have this thing get broken if I can just secure it that way. Okay, next I wanted to go over this jetpack prototype, which is no longer a prototype. This is going to help you so you can cool down your voltage regulator. So like I said, this is no longer a prototype. It will be available on their website. They've got supplies already like being shipped to them from manufacturers that are making fans and splitters and things like that. So check their website again soon. Then you can lower your voltage regulator temperatures down by like 10 degrees Celsius. So it's very easy to snap into place. It's very well designed. So you can see this little notch right here. Just make sure that the notch inside of that jetpack is lined up with that. Okay, once you got it snapped in place, this fan was not meant to go with this. I had this laying around. It's too wide, like too thick. You can see right here. This is just one that I happen to have laying around. But I just wanted to show you that this will slide right into the back of this jetpack. There will be no gap when you have the proper sized fan. Like I said, this is just to show you guys as a demonstration because I didn't have the proper fan yet. And then this slides over, snaps in place, and then there will be splitters available on VoidBit's website. So that will help lower your voltage regulator temps by 10 degrees Celsius. So very cool design from VoidBit. I really like this thing. I really think that if you're gonna run Bitaxes where you're running multiple especially, this is the way to go. It is a very sleek design, and I will get it off this little test bench area that I'm doing this video on. I'll set it up on the shelf, and then we'll talk a little bit more on the website itself. I really like this bit rack from VoidBit. You saw the desktop version, the server rack version, but also they have a bare bones version where you can also insert Nerdaxe pods. So they sell Nerdaxe pods and bare bone rack mounts and bare bones desktop mounts. That way you're not just stuck with the Bitaxe, you can also mount the Nerdaxe, which is really cool. If you guys are looking to set up and learn how to solo mine on a Bitaxe Gamma 601, check out my video, Solo Mine Bitcoin at Home, Bitaxe Gamma 601 full setup. I'll leave the card at the end so you can check out the full video. It is hopefully a very helpful video, start to finish setup if you're not sure how to do this. You guys, I really appreciate you watching. Thanks for the support over the years. Hit the like button if you liked the video. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're new here and haven't subscribed yet. Check out some of my other videos that I have. I have tons of videos on crypto mining in general. Last but not least, don't forget to keep it decentralized for the greater good. The greater good.